Hey up everybody, welcome back. How you all doing? I hope you're having a good Easter weekend so far. Today's Saturday, so Easter tomorrow, so yeah, looking forward to it. Right, how Americans celebrate Easter, 5 traditions in the United States. I'm trying to think about it while I was setting up here. I don't think I've ever, right, we've all seen Hollywood movies, we've all seen movies from anywhere, the Christmas scenes, all that. But I can't think of any movies that I've ever seen with Easter. Definitely no American films with Easter on it, so I've got no reference to see what sort of things you might have done over there, what you do over there. But I can't imagine it being too different. I saw eggs on the thumbnail, so I'm guessing Easter eggs are a thing, chocolate eggs. I think I have heard something about a marshmallow bunny. I might have made that up, but I feel as though there's something to do with a marshmallow bunny somewhere. Assuming this is family traditions and not what they do at church. But anyway, I'm rabbiting too much. Let's just get on with it. I hope you're all well. I hope you're having a good day. Right, how Americans celebrate Easter. 5 traditions. Oh, I'll give it a like and a subscribe. Better do that before we start. Yeah, it's your favourite English teacher, Amy Joy. So yeah, go there, show us some love if you're not. Why have I gave it thumbs down? The thing moved. No, thumbs up, thumbs up. I hate it when that happens. Right, let's go.
Which means Americans are preparing to celebrate a very language.
Good morning, happy Easter.
Happy
Hello,
Easter.
my favorite English language learners. It is your favorite English teacher here, Amy Joy. And currently, we are in the middle of spring, which means Americans are preparing to celebrate a very special holiday, Easter. Now, the date for Easter changes every year, but it is always celebrated on a Sunday between March 22nd and April 25th. And Easter is considered both a religious and secular or not religious holiday.
See, because I know things like, I know it's completely different, right? But Mother's Day and stuff like that, I know is completely different the world over. Places that have Mother's Day and stuff like that, Father's Day and all that. But obviously, this is the same the world over. My brain thought for a second, should I Google and make sure it's the same over in America? I didn't.
Christians, Easter is special because it celebrates the crucifixion, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. For those who are not religious, it celebrates new beginnings, longer days, and time spent with friends and family. And in this video, I will share with you 5 iconic ways that Americans celebrate Easter. And if you want to see me as a baby celebrating Easter, then stick around until the very end.
Definitely looks like chocolate's
let's go ahead
involved.
and get started. The first tradition is Easter eggs.
There you go. That is an egg.
Easter eggs are a huge symbol of Easter as they represent new beginnings and new life. Here you can see an egg dyeing kit from the store, and basically you just mix water, vinegar, and the dye or the color into a cup, and then you dip your hard-boiled eggs in each cup and let them sit for a little bit. Once you're done, your Easter egg will be bright and colorful. Then,
that's something that I've never seen here. I like that.
In addition to the dyed eggs, you can also buy plastic Easter eggs in the store, which open up and can be filled with candy, treats, money, or little toys.
Oh! See, that's not something that I've ever seen either. So, I like that. Rather than just hiding little chocolate eggs and stuff like that, it could be money, it could be nothing. I like that. That's good.
Wow.
I thought plastic was a bit rubbish at first, but it makes sense.
And then all of these Easter eggs are used in tradition number 2, the Easter egg hunt. Easter egg hunts.
I'd never heard of that being a thing here. I reckon that might have started to come over here. The Easter egg hunt. I'm sure that I've seen it advertised at local fetes and stuff like that, but yeah, it was a thing when I was younger.
Are events
I definitely
where
didn't
adults
see it, or I never
hide
went on
these
one.
Easter eggs for, and all of these Easter eggs are used in tradition number 2, the Easter egg hunt. Easter egg hunts are events where adults hide these Easter eggs for children to find.
Now you need to look in here, and the living room, and the kitchen.
You know what
Piano.
you're remembering?
Or if they find that one.
And since I was the youngest, my parents didn't want my brothers to just go and find all of the Easter eggs before I had a chance. And so my mom actually gave us each different types of Easter eggs to look for so that my brothers wouldn't take all of my Easter eggs.
Makes sense. Bet they still did though. Oh no.
I found it over there.
And
But I want a
sometimes
bit
people
now.
will do Easter egg hunts with just their family in their home and in their backyard. But there are also larger community Easter egg hunts that can take place in parks, fields, and churches. And then another egg-related tradition.
I feel as though that might be a proper villagey style thing. They might do that, but not something that I've really seen.
Dating back to 1878 is the White House egg roll. This event takes place at the White
Egg
House
roll?
on the Monday after Easter, and little children will line up and roll their Easter eggs across the lawn.
Don't you have the egg and spoon race? The Easter roll? Egg roll, sorry. I've never heard of that. I've heard of an egg roll, but I've never heard of egg rolling.
And the first one to cross the finish line is the winner of the egg roll. Now, as you can see, chicks and their eggs are huge icons of Easter, and we actually have another
That is, yeah.
classic animal symbol of Easter,
Rabbit.
which is the Easter bunny.
A bunny.
We have
A
both of them.
bunny?
And the tradition is that when children fall asleep or the night before Easter morning, the Easter bunny will pay a visit to your house and leave an Easter basket filled with candy, toys, and treats. Then on Easter morning, when the children wake up, they will
I've never known people to get toys here. Loads of chocolate and stuff, but not toys. Probably some do, but I that ain't a tradition.
come out of their rooms to find their Easter baskets and open them.
You ready to see if the Easter bunny came? Go see if your Easter basket.
Yeah, let's go. Amy's gonna go now. Oh, look at that. Oh,
Here's yours, honey.
This is one of the most exciting parts
What I'm noticing here, it's loads of like little different things. Here it's usually like a couple of dozen maybe when you're a child and you've got a large family. I'm not saying that was me, I'm just saying people in general. It's like loads of boxes with like one egg, big chocolate egg. Like if it's Maltesers or something, probably have a small bag of Maltesers in the middle of the egg as well.
of Easter for young children, and I
Definitely not
remember
loads
getting
of little-
so
little
excited to
things.
find out what was going to be in my Easter basket. Now, no classic Easter celebration would be complete without its traditional candy and foods. Some of the most iconic Easter candies include Peeps, which are marshmallows covered in sugar, and these usually come
That's it. That's it. Why was I thinking rabbits? That's what I was thinking of. The ones here on the right, the ones that I'd seen before. I knew I weren't making it up.
in Easter shapes like chicks and bunnies. Another popular candy are the chocolate bunnies and also the Cadbury cream eggs, which are chocolate eggs with a
See, they tried saying that they are not smaller, it's just that we've got bigger. No. They're tiny now, absolutely tiny. They're like this now over here. I remember them being a little bit bigger, not loads bigger, but oh, they are nice though. Do
cream
like them.
filling. Reese's peanut butter cup eggs are also popular, along with egg-shaped jelly beans. As you can
We've started selling Reese's a lot in the shops around here a lot, but I've never seen the other things.
see, there are a lot of
I've never
egg-themed
tried
foods on
Reese's.
this day.
Put 'em in. What's in it?
open it up. What's in it? Oh, a chocolate egg.
I know I've been pausing a lot, but that adds a more surprise to it as well, isn't it? If you see your box and it says Cadbury's whatever on there, you know what you've got already. But in there, it's like, quick, let me get in here. What is it? Is it money? Is it nothing?
And my personal
I bet there's
favorite
always
is
something in it,
actually
though.
the Cadbury mini eggs,
We
which
have them.
are just milk chocolate in the middle with
Packet's
a
completely
thin
different,
candy
though.
shell around them. I find these so addicting, and I love
Yeah,
to get
I was
them
about to say
every year at
Moorish.
Easter time. So, if you happen to be in the U.S. during springtime, I highly recommend going to the candy aisle and seeing what kinds of Easter candy you can find and try. Now, on Easter, our traditional foods are definitely more focused on the candy, but if you attend
Yeah.
an Easter dinner, you will also commonly see dishes like ham.
I was just about to say that I don't think there's any real meal, traditional Easter meal that anybody does, but probably the same. Maybe, I don't know.
And lamb. And like I mentioned,
No, Easter Sunday, it'll just be Sunday dinner. It just happily falls into the day that everyone munches on a Sunday dinner. So yeah, I don't think that's to do with Easter though.
For many people, Easter is a deeply religious holiday celebrating the crucifixion, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And so tradition number 5 is going to church. And there are actually different types of church services offered around Easter time.
Not so much here. Obviously, there's a lot of people that go to church all the time. I'm Christian, by the way, brought up the land that I live in, the school that I went to. But I don't go to church every Sunday. I've been to church since I was a school kid, very young. I'm talking before high school. But the primary school that I went to was a church-style school. But I know Christianity is much bigger, more appreciated or whatever over there. But yeah, obviously there's some families that do go.
Now,
it's a bit of a shame. Literally about 30-second walk, there's a church just there.
According to the Easter story in the Bible, Jesus was crucified on a Friday and then was laid in a tomb for 3 days. And then on Sunday, he rose again from the dead. And so we have some different church services to celebrate these events. For example, the Friday before Easter is called Good Friday. And so there are special Good Friday services that observe the crucifixion. These church services are often more serious and solemn, and honestly a little bit sad, because this was the day of Jesus' death. But then on Easter Sunday, the church services are a lot more joyful and celebratory because they celebrate Jesus rising from the dead and conquering death. Many churches also have special sunrise services on Easter Sunday, which are held outdoors, and they begin in the dark and they end after the sunrise. This is symbolic of the darkness of the tomb and death and the light of Jesus' resurrection. So I hope this gives you a glimpse into how Easter is celebrated in America. And as promised, here are some more videos of me celebrating Easter with my family as a little girl. Enjoy!
Oh, Mom!
What?
I will watch this to the end. There weren't that much difference really. Apart from the little plastic egg things, which I do like the idea of. If you, as well, you're hiding them out in the garden, in the fields and stuff like that. You don't want beasties to get to the chocolate, like. So yeah, perfect. But yeah, I'll watch the end of this.
You found one, another one of Amy's. Look at Amy got it. Did you find one? Look at her face all chocolate. Oh, I gotta get a picture of that.
Here she goes. This is her way of sitting down. And bonk.
Sat chilling with a chocolate.
Oh, here!
Oh, that's Amy's.
Oh, what up on the picture?
Where?
Right there!
Oh my goodness.
Ah! Mom! A purple!
See, I've seen ovens like that before. That's mental, not on telly and stuff like that or YouTube. Why are the ovens so wide but no rings there? That to me looks crazy. A double wide oven, but I've seen wider ovens over here, double wide ovens or whatever, but they'll have 6 burners or perhaps 5, a big one there. I thought I'd point that out.
Wow.
Shake and bake, dude.
Okay, I'll put it in. See what's in there. Jelly beans.
More beans.
And here you can see me looking for the Easter eggs in my house and getting so excited when I finally found one.
Wow, you're
Here's
good.
Amy's.
You gotta put them in a bag and you're not gonna be able to carry them all.
Your bag over
Where
there.
did he? A pink one. Go get it.
Nope.
Over
How'd you find that one? How'd you figure that out?
Because I told her.
Ah, you did? You don't tell her
Look at her
anymore.
face.
Okay, you guys want to look at the camera and do your little dance now?
Show me your bunny, Amy.
Double basketball. Got two. Got a humongo one.
Get a little frisky in the picture. No, Amy, come on. No bunny ears, although it is Easter. Okay.
Yeah, from Jason's.
Yeah,
Oh, here's one of mine.
we need to wait Jason.
I'm into the Eden.
And whether you're here celebrating or celebrating elsewhere in the world, I wish you and your family a very happy Easter. Let me know in the comments, do you celebrate Easter? What traditions do you
Yes,
have in
we
your
do.
culture? Let me know. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new. If you did, make sure you like it and subscribe to my channel so you
I
can
did,
keep learning
and I did,
about
and
American
thank you very
culture with
much.
me. I'll see you next time.
Bye. Right, now I enjoyed that, but as I said a minute ago, other than the plastic eggs, it seemed very, very same to me. But I can't see why it would be any different. But as well, why haven't I've seen 1,000,001 movies, whether it be movies made here or America or anywhere else that have been very Christmassy, but I can't think of one movie that I've watched with Easter scenes in it. I genuinely don't. Never mind. But anyway, enjoy your Easter. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Bye-bye.